Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? Matthews here from M&A FOREX Traders. I hope you're doing great. So, you guys, welcome to our mentorship community. Let me just break down one of our favorite setup that we actually trade most of the time. All right. So, I promise you, if you can only master this one setup, trust me, you can find this setup on a regular basis and it's actually very profitable. All right. So sit tight, make sure that you watch into the end of the video so that you can actually get all the information I'm about to share with you guys. All right. So let's get started without further ado. All right. So remember, you guys, that you always have to make sure that you're trading in the direction of the trend. Extremely important. Make sure you are trading in the direction of the overall market. So if the market is in an uptrend, you're looking for buying opportunities. And if the market is in a downtrend, you're looking for what? You're looking for selling opportunities. All right. So the example I'm going to show you right now is a bearish example. So let's go. So in this particular trade, it was like this, where market is in a downtrend and then gives you a pullback, right? It gives you a pullback right here, and then some sort of uh, double top right there, and then market pushes to the upside, and then it drops. Okay, and when this happens, the market comes back to this level right here, drops a little bit, pulls back to the same area, drops a little bit, and then pushes back to that same entry level right there, then gives you what we call a double top, and then the market planks to the downside. This is a basic setup, but yet very important. So let me just do the labeling for you guys. So you have a double top right here. So what does this tell you? It tells you that more retail traders were trying to do what? To sell from this level right here. So this is what we call what? Liquidity area or liquidity zone or fake out zone. Either of those is okay to use. All right. So uh this is what we call the QML right here. We call this the QML. So you can actually add this as a dual resistance QML. And then this is our low. You can see that this low was broken by this candle. This is our change of character. So remember, we know that the major trend is downtrend, but however we had this short-term uptrend, and that short-term uptrend was changed by a break of this particular candle right here. So that tells you that the trend was changed from being what? An uptrend to a downtrend. So when we have that, we are waiting for the market to potentially pull back into a certain area, right? So remember, this is at our higher high right here, and after the market broke this low here, what did it do? It formed a new lower low right there. So we had this formation of what? Of a lower low right here. Good. So when you and I know that we cannot change the market direction. The only people who can do that are the smart money guys, the big guys, right? So therefore, this change of character was initiated from this level right here. And most of the time, you're going to realize that we have big momentum candles at this level. All right. So that's very significant. So your job is to find the order block, which is here. So once you find the order block, get the last candle before the bearish move, and extend that to the right side. All right. So once you do that, once you've done that, you literally just wait for the market to pull back into that area. So in this case, what we have is what we call a confirmed entry, where the market breaks this level right here, and breaks this liquidity and comes to our level right here. What is this level here? This is what we call a rally based drop. So let's go ahead and just do that as a rally based drop supply zone right there. That's our rally based drop supply zone right there. So let me just use 16 right here. Good. Okay, so we have our rally based drop supply zone and we have our liquidity right here. And then when the market once this level, like I said, there's going to be a lot of retail traders trying to sell from this level right here, because they say more touches the level has, the more likely it's going to hold. But we know that it's the opposite, right? So the more touches the level has, the more likely it's going to be broken. So what you do is you wait for the price to break this level. Once price breaks this level, it comes into our area right here where we're expecting price to sell. And then what we had here is the market selling a little bit, which we call an aggressive entry. We have entered from here right here. We enter right here, and then market drops. This market can continue to drop continuously like that. But there'll be times when the market does what? Uh, Drops here and then pulls back into that level so that it can actually come and get more orders at this level. So right here, you can find an order block that you can actually sell from. So instead of you getting scared, you can be prepared to actually take another sell when the market pulls back into that area. So what happens is that now the market does what? It drops beautifully to the downside. And around here, what you're going to do is your stop loss is going to be just slightly above the higher high right there. And the target is going to be on the next fresh demand zone below here. So let's go ahead and just do that. So our target is somewhat below here, and our stop loss is just slightly above the higher high. So the good thing about this strategy is that it gives you a very good risk reward ratio, such that you only need one or two trades. Like you can literally just make it with one nice trade. It can give you 1 to 18, 1 to 15, and all that. Like the risk reward ratio is so amazing on this particular setup, right? So that's one important thing. Yeah, this is extremely how it is. Like this is really good. It's a very good setup. I'm just going to show you in a minute if it. So yeah, this is the complete setup. So this is what we call a QM plus fake out setup, right? This is what we call a QM plus fake out setup. So we have the QML low high break of structure right here, a complete QM setup right here. This is what we call the past. And then we have the approach. How is the market coming back to you? So the market is coming back to you in terms of what? Fake out or liquidity right here, where we have equal highs, it can be equal lows or equal highs, depending on either buying or sell setup. It can be trend line, it can be what we call the Asian session. So that's your approach. Very important. So most of the time you're going to realize that price will break this level with a little bit of momentum candles right here. Okay, a lot of people will be scared when that happens. So when the market is coming back to you, just know that it's headed towards the tradable zone, which is right here. So don't just enter blindly. Always wait for the confirmation right here. And you can see that on our confirmation here, we had we had this phase aggressive entry right here when the market dropped, pushed back, and then we had another confirmed entry right here where we actually entered from here, and the market did what? Drop to the downside. Like this one, this is literally one of the best setups you're actually going to find out there. So let me just go ahead and show you an example of what happened. All right, so you guys, you can take a screenshot from here. Very good information right here. Okay, awesome. So let me just show you this right here, exactly what was happening at that level right here. So of course, remember, you always make sure that you do what? You determine the overall direction of the market. So the overall direction of the market right here was a bearish trend, right? The market was bearish, therefore you're looking for selling opportunities. Okay, great. So what you do is now you start looking for the order block, right? So you can clearly see that here where the rally based drop supplies on. So let's go to the lower time frame so that we can confirm that. Yeah, so we can clearly see that here we had a rally based drop. Right here with the QML, we had a low, we had a higher high, and we had what? A lower low being formed. And this lower low was formed by these momentum candles, which were at this level right here, and were broken by these momentum candles. That's significant. That tells you that there's presence of smart money in the market. Therefore, you wait for the price to pull back into that area. So this is the QML that had a low, higher high, and break of structure right here. And guess what? We had liquidity at this level here. We had equal highs at this level right here. What does it tell you? It tells me that there's more retail traders trying to sell from this level right here. What I do, I wait for price to show me that it's breaking this level right here. And what kind of candles broke this candle? This line here. So that we had momentum candles right there. That's a sign that the market is headed towards a tradable area, which is here right there. So we saw the market coming into this area, being rejected nicely, and then the market pushed it back to this level, and then you saw the market dropping to the downside, and the market dropped about 200 pips, and the stop loss was like 8 pips, and this was a 1 to 24 risk reward ratio. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. So you can see that it's exactly what I was just showing you from the previous model I was doing. So yeah, this is how it is. Like this setup is always in the market. This setup is always in the market. You can do yourself a favor by learning this particular setup, and yeah, like this is really really important. Okay, so if you have more questions, please feel free to inbox me via Telegram. If you need more information, if you need our mentorship, we have a mastery course which exactly goes into details and actually shows you everything. And on top of that, you get to have lifetime mentorship with me and lifetime signals with us as well. All right. So you guys, I hope this was informative. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video. Right. You guys, until next time, goodbye and God bless you.